Yo, let's talk about banyue, talk about his team, gameplay, all that type of stuff, my thoughts, you know, and as usual, this is from the creator server, nothing final, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Also, can we talk about how massive this guy is, bro? I was on Bell, and then I swapped over to banyue, I was like, yo, he's like massive, bro. Bro is like, you know, two times the height almost. Anyways, so yeah, talking about banyue here. So first thing I want to talk about is let's just get his gearing and stuff out of the way. It's pretty simple, okay? He's a rupture character. He uses the rupture set. If you need crit rate, you can go 2-piece crit rate. If you have some like insane god substats, you go 2-piece crit damage. Or like maybe like a 2-piece HP. Realistically, you're probably gonna go 2-piece crit rate though. You go HP, you go fire damage or HP on this one, and then you can go crit damage or crit rate on this. Realistically, you're probably going to go crit damage because most of the rupture weapons give a lot of crit rate. He also has crit rate in his cores here. Also, while we're on skills, same thing, basic, skill, ultimate, you know. He does use a little bit of his dodge though because he has the perfect parry, so you know, you do get some like extra days from that. It's just like worth leveling up a little bit. His assist doesn't really do anything though, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, this is what I was using with like not even crazy rolls or anything, you know. We've got like what, 2 there, 3 there, 2 there, you know, something there, 3 there, that one's pretty juiced, 2 there, you know, nothing too crazy. 63, 131. His weapon gives 20 crit rate plus the set. You know, you're going to be getting 32 extra crit rate right there. So, you know, we're actually sitting at like 95, which is pretty nice, you know. But that's going over gearing and stuff. Let's talk about this guy's skills and everything, though. Teams, all that. First of all, let's talk team comps. Honestly, let's talk team comps. I put out a whole bunch of team comps. Look at this. Look at this. Holy, I was in a laboratory. Now, some of these team comps are a little bit cope. I'm not gonna lie, cause I'm gonna keep it real with banyue. I think he's super fun to play. He got a very in-depth skill kit. Okay, he's very skill expressive character. However, words on the dream street is the lion is not at the, you know, highest capacity that he used to be, and I don't know why they changed him because I'm gonna be honest, this he's got the most in-depth kit in the game. I feel like you should get rewarded for playing him at his, you know, you doing all of his combos and everything. So I don't know why he got, you know, changed in limbo, but you know, I guess it is what it is for us banyue gamers. But yeah, let's get back into it. And so on. Oh, I also wanted to say, before I show my showcase and everything, I gotta say shout out to like Lin Zero, you know, Rivenous, who else? All the people that are making the in-depth guides probably gonna be better than mine. I'm gonna be honest. Mine's just gonna be giving my thoughts, you know, very casual look at the thing here. I played a little bit of this dude. I didn't even play him on the live server in that event that people have been playing. I've been seeing all the Japanese players talk about all that stuff. I've been learning from them, you know, all the combos and everything. So this guy has so much depth to him. I feel like no one's gonna actually fully know this guy until like a week from now, even with the creator server. People who have been spending like 100 hours in the creator server, you know, maybe a little bit earlier, but I feel like there's so much you could do to this guy. Like I was playing and banyue has the big wall smash, you know, like that. And I swear you can cancel that animation and then have him still do attacks. I wasn't recording. I wish I was, man. I wish I was. I had him do that while I was doing the attacks, and it was, I call it Gibbs Law. You know, always your first run, you do something crazy, and then you can never replicate it. It's like, just like that. Like, obviously, I was starting to score higher after I was doing my combos better and everything, but, you know, I could never replicate the wall thing that I did, which was crazy. Anyway, so talking about team comps here, we've got a wide variety selection of team comps. I feel like this is literally like every team you could run with this dude. We've got the best team in the world, okay? Best. Is going to be banyue with the Dylan and the Lucia. And then the Bangbu doesn't really matter, but I'm just using Excalibur. He's like, you know, generic Bangbu you could use. You can use the Fire Bangbu. You can use Goku Bu. Actually, you could not use Goku Bu. Even though I would love to be able to use Goku Bu, you can't use Goku Bu. He's for attackers. Anyways, so we've got Lucia and Dylan here. Then we have Lighter and Caesar, but you could also do Lighter and Orphe. Now, I tried these, and these are able to get 30k with the SIGs, but without the SIGs, I don't know how it is. I'll be honest with you. I did get 30k, though, with Lighter Caesar. No SIG on Lighter. So, you know. But I've always played banyue at the SIG. For like this guy, let's be honest, he's a SIG guy. He's a SIG guy. If you're invested in banyue, you know, you probably pick up the SIG. I'll be honest. We got Ye Shuangguang coming out though. You know, I know a lot of people, they're probably skipping so that they can get to, you know, Legendary Void Hunter. I respect it. I respect it, you know, no hate to you. But this guy is pretty cool. I'd say he's pretty cool. Anyways, though, like I was saying, banyue, Jafufu, Lucia, bam. You know, Trigger, Lucia, bam. Kaleda, Panyuhu, that's very cope. Jafufu and Panyuhu, a little bit cope, not super cope. Now, from my personal testing here, I just want to talk about banyue versus Yidhari here. For the amount of effort you put in to get value on banyue, you need to put in, like, I have this set up wrong. I have this set up. We gotta Alright, so banyue to me feels weaker than Yidhari, but I'm not playing him at the best thing, you know. But for the amount of effort you have to put in, for the amount of damage, I feel like, you know, in fire weakness, right? They're probably, I don't have the pencil. In fire weakness. There we go. Okay, in fire weakness, or versus the respective weakness, I feel like they're both, you know, pretty solid. But I feel like Yidhari is probably better off element than banyue is off element. You know, but there's a whole lot of stuff you could do with this guy to make him, you know, better, because he has so many mechanics and everything. So I could just be completely talking wrong here. But for most players, they're going to be getting more value because you need to do less to play Yidhari. There's still a lot of stuff to do when you play Yidhari. You know, you got to parry at the right time and stuff and get her combos, get that double adrenaline in the stun. But banyue is like, you know, XXY, BA, ZX, you know, QW, ASD. And then Yidhari is more like ABC, you know. And then maybe like CC and stun, you know, double adrenaline. So that's my opinion right here. Anyways, alright, so banyue here, right? He's got a very confusing moveset. We go to the skill info here. You know, you look at the special attack and you're like, holy, this goes after this, but this can go with this, and this can go after this. Quickly input this after doing this, have the adrenaline for this. But I'm pretty sure it's not that complicated as it sounds, but it is definitely super complicated. I think this guy is a fighting game character. I see some people say he's not a fighting game character. This guy is really a fighting game character, especially in Zenless compared to our most characters. Most characters, you know, you have dial in. She just presses E 3 times and then she holds her basic attack, right? You have like Lucia, you know, she just presses EX and you swap to your next character. You have like Miyabi Mono Ice. There's like a whole bunch of stuff you can do with that, right? But it's not really like fighting game, it's like just comboing. You gotta do like a lot of combos, a lot of debuffs at the right time, all that type of stuff. But this guy is like his base inputs, you gotta do that or else you don't get the damage, you know what I'm saying? But, so, banyue here, right? Let me get out of Wrath Stance, right? So, you are going to start the fight, right? Out of Wrath Stance. So, you're gonna sit here, aura farm, full juice up power, right? At the start of any run, Shiyu or Deadly Assault. You're gonna go into this mode, you know, where he's like, holy, straight aura farming. Okay, so you've got 3 combos that you can do, right, to start a combo. Because you have to start your combo before you can actually go into a full combo. So you have your basic attack combo, and then you can go into the slam, right? And then you have pressing your EX 3 times. And then you can go for the ball whirl, you know, with just okay. So keep those in mind. All right. As you can see, I lost 2 of his little bar of energy right there. He has 4 of them once he goes into the state, and he can cast those for free without any adrenaline. So that's something you want to keep in mind, right? So now going into a full combo though, right? I'm gonna go from the spin here. So we're gonna go bam, bam, bam. We're gonna spin, and then we go for the ground slam, and then we went for the roar, and then another ground slam, okay? So that was 4 combos right there off of the Spitty Pearl thing. Now, I'm gonna be honest with this guy, it's hard to explain him without, you know, you actually playing him. I highly recommend you play him in the event that you can play him in right now, just to get a feel for this guy if you plan on getting him. Because it's a lot of, like, feel things. You're like, you see someone doing it, it looks absolutely insane crazy, then you try it yourself, and you're like, oh, wait, that's actually not that crazy to do. That's not that hard to do. Also, another thing you want to know is when you get this meter here, after doing 2 combos, it is going to boost up this ability, which is his wall attack after the fist punch, which is a really big, it's a really big thing you want to get. You want to make sure you have the damage bonus before you do that. So, we'll go over here. And that's pretty much, that's like the gist of what you got to go on right there. And when you're not in your form, you're pretty much just trying to build up your adrenaline again by doing combos. You can also combo in this mode, but it will cost energy. I have it on infinite right now, so it's not costing any energy. Yeah, but as you can see, every time I do a combo right there, it is going to cost energy, and then you fill up your adrenaline again, and then you can go in, and then you can go into your full form. And another thing also is, besides holding it, you can also ult or chain attack to get into your form as well. So, something to keep in mind. But that's like the basic stuff we've gotten down. Like I said, I highly recommend checking out like Lino. I already know Lino is going to have like a 10-hour video on this guy explaining everything in depth. I can't explain it as good as Lino. I'm going to be honest. He's a GOAT. I know Lino is going to have a crazy video. I'm going to watch it. You're going to watch it. We both going to watch it, okay? Because I plan on getting the lion. I plan on getting the lion here. The lion does not concern himself with the upcoming Void Hunter because I'm getting both of them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hopefully, my very scuffed, casual explanation helps you out. If it doesn't, then GG's. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now, let's look at my, I have a Deadly Assault Showcase. I'm going to put that on. And, yeah, hope you enjoy the video. And once again, shout out to my peers. I think they'll have, some very in-depth videos on this, but I just want to give you guys casual first impressions, showcase of his skills, moveset, all that type of stuff you got going on. And yeah, let me show you my DA.
Bye.